what's great in this state? It is the radio rock star, the radio rap star, the fade runner, your favorite DJ's favorite DJ, the voice of choice that makes the ladies noise, and Mr. Damn. He does that too. It is G Money in the house. Watch your mouth.
And of course, it is me. I'm going to be like you, G Money. It's me, the Hamburglar, aka Buffet Basher #1, aka El Grande Funkalito, aka I'm not a cruiserweight, but I'm a whole cruise ship.
Wow. First off, I know for a fact that you're not Buffet Basher #1 because we both know who Buffet Basher #1 and 2 are. You might be Buffet Basher #3, but you're definitely not #1. So I don't even know why you came up here like faking a punk like that.
Trying to be like you.
That's disrespectful. Okay. It's all good. Well, look, welcome to Smash the Mat. It's been a while. Yes, I know. I think the last show we did was right after Elimination Chamber. It was one of those. But you know what? We be working. You know what I'm saying? And this weekend coming up, next weekend, in 6 days, begins the extravaganza of the biggest wrestling shows of the year, WrestleMania 39.
Yeah, buddy. That's
39.
2 days, 2 fun-filled days.
2 big days. So what we're going to do, we're going to give our predictions for these matches. There's not even going to be that a super long show, but we're definitely going to go through every match. And real quick, what have you been watching lately, Mr. Magnificent?
I haven't watched anything consistently like week from week, but I've been catching a little bit of AEW, and I've been catching Raw pretty frequently. I did not see SmackDown this past week.
So you've been watching AEW. Did you watch this past week with Kenny Omega versus Hijo del El Vikingo?
I did not see that one.
See, I haven't watched AEW in about a couple months, but I've seen clips of that match, and I think the first place I heard about Hijo del El Vikingo was on Keeping It 100 with Conan. And after I heard about him there, I would see clips of him on Instagram with Wrestling with Unicorns or somebody, and like he does a lot of amazing, death-defying stuff. And then I heard he had a match with Kenny on AEW. Now, even though I haven't watched it yet, I've seen some clips, and the clips look real crazy. So I'm definitely gonna have to check that out.
And was this on Rampage?
Yeah, no, this was on Rampage. Ha! That's hilarious.
I got Rampage recorded on the
fact that you think Kenny Omega would be on Rampage is hilarious.
Hey, the way AEW is working, anything can happen, I guess.
Maybe that would make sense, possibly, but nah, it wasn't. No, this is this past week's Dynamite. Yeah, and Harry says, he was doing work in MLW. Yes, yeah. Indeed. So, but yeah, that was supposed to be a super dope match. I have to check it out and see how it went. AEW news right off the bat. I don't have the videos or the deleted clip, but somehow, somewhere, CM Punk made a post on his Instagram and then deleted it, talking about how they wanted him to wrestle before he was ready, and John Moxley said he didn't want to lose to him, and Chris Jericho's a stooge and a liar, and it was just this whole thing. And it was like, where did this come from? But people were going ham on it. But did you see anything about that?
I did. And you know what? To me, at this point, like when CM Punk left WWE, I was like, okay, I can understand that. He did the whole pipe bomb and airing his grievances and all that good stuff. But at this point, I think it's just him. I mean, you're having pretty much the same problem in, 2 different companies. At some point, you got to point the finger at yourself.
Let me ask you this question. If you was Tony Khan and you absolutely had to choose one of the 3 out of Moxley, Jericho, and CM Punk, who would you take?
Oh, to put on the roster.
Now, if you can only keep one,
Honestly, if I was him, probably CM Punk. And that's just me being objective because you know me, I'm not really a big CM Punk fan, but he's going to draw at this point. I mean,
he's been a draw since he been back, and like I'm looking at things like Jericho. Jericho did. I think he did good in all the spots that he's done,
mhm,
but I feel like he hasn't been like main event. He's
not
just been like I think I know they I don't know if it's his idea or whatever to like use him to elevate other people, but it's like most of the time these other people aren't being elevated. It's just like him just doing the stuff.
yeah. It's
So
like as soon as they finish with Jericho, it's like then what?
yeah, because I'm looking at the whole Action Andretti thing, and I'm like, well,
Good.
like even though I'm not watching, I'm reading up and I'm looking at stuff, and like I'm not sure if it's really getting people where they need to get. Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I mean, you got other people to put people over. Like you at this point, I know they're trying to build stars. Daniel Bryan is putting people over. So why does Jericho need to? Like, but then you I'm looking at Daniel Garcia, who they had beat Brian Danielson, a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago. Did that elevate Daniel Garcia?
Nope.
I don't think so, man. It's just like I think they're using some of these guys too soon to put over some of these younger guys.
They are, and
I think you got to run them through. You got to you can't just shoot them to the top floor. You got to take them. You know what I'm saying? You got to go bit by bit because nobody's going to believe in you like right then at the beginning.
yep.
I don't
And
know.
then you run into the problem is of if you use all your top stars to put over these other talents, then who's going to be your top star? Because you're not building up the new star, and they've already beaten your old star. So like, what do you do?
And I'm not saying people aren't buying tickets to see your Action Andretti's and your Daniel Garcias, but more people are buying tickets to see your Jerichos, your Moxleys, your CM Punks, your Kenny Omegas. Like maybe like the way they did Ricky Starks. They didn't have Ricky Starks like beating all the top guys. They had him doing other things to get to where he's getting. Same thing with Warlow, even though we don't know what's going on with Warlow because he only had the belt for a day and then he lost it. But Will Hobbs has a belt, you know, and I'm cool with that. But I'm like, I don't know.
It's
I
it's
hate, I hate to seem like I'm always ragging on AEW, but it's like it's hard for me to like
well,
when it's good, it's great, and then when it's
I
not,
think
it's just
I just think the expectations are extremely high, and not necessarily from you, but just in general because they're the new company, so we want to see something different.
absolutely. But they're gonna find their footing. Like every now and again, they do something really good. I mean, look, I like this the Taya Valkyrie and Jade Cargill stuff.
Yeah,
I'm really liking that. Like Battle of the Finishers. That's very interesting. And speaking of Jade Cargill, gotta give my obligatory Jade Cargill pick because why not?
do we have to do this every single show? I mean,
Every
we
single
really have
show.
to show pictures like that one.
Yes, absolutely. Matter of fact, I'm slipping. I got to get the newer ones. But just know. But like I said, I don't dislike everything. There's a lot of things that I like. You know what I'm saying? But
A lot of things that you like, that being one of them.
that's like the main thing. That's
Okay.
obviously the main thing. So look, we got WrestleMania coming up. 14 matches over 2
2 days.
days. And let me ask you which without getting into the prediction, what match are you most excited to see?
Probably Dominic and Ray, just because of the slow build up to the storyline, and it's going to be interesting. Well, we'll talk about that when we get into it. But there's several different ways that it could go.
Okay. That's actually that's a different perspective, a different answer I didn't expect to hear. Dominic and Ray. You know what I'm saying? And before we get into these predictions, WWE 2K23 has come out, and I hear people going crazy. I was hoping DB would be on the show because I know he has a game and he's been going ham already. I haven't. This is wild for me because it's the first year that I didn't get it before it came out. I just haven't had any time to play any games, and I'm disappointed. Even today, like we're doing this show, and like as soon as the show is over, I got somewhere to be. So it's like I ain't got time. But I do want to bless you with this. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Nation Cody Rhodes.
Whoever did that is a genius.
Yes, because I mean it only makes sense because when you talk about Cody Rhodes, I mean like you're talking about a guy who was instrumental in the fight for equality.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? These are things that you just got to know, man. Like Cody Rhodes deserves this spot.
Yes, he does. I remember that picture, by the way. I remember that.
Oh, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I think my dad was there. He was a child. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because Cody Rhodes is like a vampire because like even though he was around like 50 some odd years ago, he's still, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you handle the comments because obviously when I do it, you're thinking the same thing that I'm thinking. So yes. Usos versus Sammy and Kevin. That's what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting to hear.
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting to hear.
That'd be a good match too.
All right, so look, let's jump in. Let's jump in. Let's make some predictions. Let's see where we're gonna start. We're not even gonna start with the matter of fact. Let's start with the one you just brought up. Okay. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. This is we knew this was coming, but sometimes you can know something's going to happen and still be happy when it happens. And this is one of those situations. Dominic he's just prodding and pushing at Rey. And like he's trying so many things to get him to accept the match. You mess with his mom, bam, we're in there.
And see, this to me, this is one of those matches that can go either way because you could say, hey, Rey's going into the Hall of Fame. Rey gets to work his son. Rey's going to go over. He's going to win. However, it could go the other way. What if this is like a passing of the torch, so to speak? Rey is passing the torch to his son.
Right.
So now he can go into the Hall of Fame and he could put his son over and they both have great WrestleManias. So I mean,
before you give your prediction, I just want to say, like we were talking about CM Punk earlier, and after Friday Night SmackDown, Rey Mysterio, he made a post on Instagram and it said, you know, every man has his limits. Don't forget, she's not only your mother, but my wife. And CM Punk says, good for you, Rey. I wanted to punch him for 13 years. Dominic was what, 24, 25? Bro, you want to punch this dude since he was a preteen? Dominic had to be like a real annoying kid or something, man. Punk is just there like,
oh, that's funny.
Kid, man. Just want to just punch his. You know what? If CM Punk goes back to WWE just to face Dominic at SummerSlam, that would be hilarious. And then like Punk could just tell all these, like this whole like the beef between Rey and Dominic is hilarious because. Like, did you hear? I think it was last week's SmackDown. It was either on a SmackDown or a Raw. And Dominic was like, you were never there for me. I remember on my 16th birthday, like he said something like, I wanted a BMW M class, and you had the nerve to get me a Range Rover or something like that. It was like, what? Rich kid problems, man. Get the first world problems. Get the fuck out of here, man.
A car, period.
Yeah, and a luxury car at that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So if I had to pick, I'm gonna go with Dominic because yes, because if Dominic loses this match, I feel like there's nowhere else for him to go. This feud has been so hot, so strong. It's like, what do you go to next? So I think he needs this momentum of beating his dad, a Hall of Famer or soon to be Hall of Famer, to kind of help boost his career and keep him going a little bit.
Okay. So J5, J5 sent us his picks. He's got Ray winning. DB sent us his picks. He's got Dominic winning. I also have Dominic winning because it's the dick. It's just it would he not only should he win, he should win in a dick way. Like so he gets even more heat. Like it should be some kind of BS victory that Dominic gets because obviously Ray's gonna want to put his son over. Absolutely.
And
But
he needs to take his mask at the end and rip it.
well, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
That's heat.
But here's an interesting question. And God, Facebook user, I'm sorry, I don't know why the name's not coming up. You got to click something. But he said, "What do you think about WWE letting Conan induct Ray?" I love it.
Yeah, why not?
I love it. Like who? The only other people that should be able to do it are not on this planet, and one of them, yeah, it have to be Conan. Like anybody else, I don't know if I would be cool with anybody else doing it besides Conan. It's got to be Conan.
Yeah, I don't see an issue with that at all.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. Shoot, I'm cool with Max Moon doing it. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, so let us jump into man, there's a lot of matches. That's 14.
Yeah.
So let's do this one. Let's do this one. The legends versus the non-legends. Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus versus Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai, aka Damage Control.
I give this one to Damage Control.
Yeah, I'm going Damage Control on this one, just because like it's one of those for me. Like I think they've lost too much already. Like they lost the titles, yeah, I think Damage Control wins. DB also thinks Damage Control wins. J5 is going Becky and them. Becky and them win. Yeah, that's how he put it. Well, he didn't say in them, but he said in them, but vernacular.
Harry says Damage Control.
Yeah, man, exactly. You know what I'm saying? The young whippersnappers versus the Cougars. Come on, son. Yeah, nah, absolutely. That's yeah. That's not what's hot in the streets. We ain't doing that. All right, what is this one? This is the WrestleMania showcase. This is what Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalia and Shotzi versus Ronda and Shayna versus I think it's Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, or it's Chelsea Green and Carmella. It doesn't matter who the final team is because Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler are winning. It just doesn't matter.
Definitely.
You can put anybody in there. You can put the Powerpuff Girls in there. It doesn't matter because Ronda and Shayna are winning. Like you can put Salt and Pepper in there. It doesn't matter because Ronda and Shayna are winning.
I definitely agree. Definitely agree. I mean, for them to lose, it would have to be some serious like foul play in there.
Well, I wouldn't even say that because they're heels, so they would be causing the foul play.
Good point.
I would just say it would have to be like they gang up on them, and then somebody gets like the unsuspecting roll up or something.
Ooh. Harry has a good one. Says I'm going Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka. If it isn't them,
even if it's them. Oh, I'm sorry. J5 called them Shay Ronda.
Shay Ronda.
Yeah, Shay Ronda is winning. I don't care who it is. I don't. It could be Awesome Kong and Jade Cargill. Like it don't matter.
Now wait a minute. Let's not get crazy.
I'm not being crazy. All right. Let's see. And from there, let's do the men's showcase match. We've got Braun Strowman and Ricky O'Shea versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. Now, this one I'm totally not sure about.
I am going to go with Alpha Academy only because I think this match is just a setup for the Street Profits to break up. I
Really?
really, I really do. I really, really do. Was it
You're
now?
one of those guys, huh?
I think I don't want them to break up. I like them together as a team, but I just think that's the direction that they're going. It's because was it Montez that's been like showing attitude here lately in some of his matches?
Well, I mean, I think like they both have a level of attitude that they show, but I don't know. But I know DB and J5 both have Ricochet and Braun winning this match, which
Yes.
which is surprising to me. I can see that only because of Braun Strowman. Like Braun Strowman's the only reason I could see them winning this match, and just him being him. Like I definitely don't think it'll be Alpha Academy because the whole what are they what's the name of the male models, the
Oh, Maximum Male Models.
maximum, yeah, because the whole deal with the maximum male models. I don't think the Viking, no, I don't think the Street Profits are winning. Not even because they're going to split, but because they don't need this victory to confuse people. To me, that's just my thought. It doesn't have to make sense. That's just my thought. And yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, Otis becoming Otis actually. The Viking Raiders I could see winning because like they were trying to gain some momentum anyway. So, but honestly, it might have to be Ricochet and Braun. My only issue with that is I don't see them staying as a tag team. I feel like they were put together because of Braun's comments about super flippy guys. And I don't see a ceiling for, well, like I don't see them winning the tag team championships. Now
Nah,
I could see them winning tag championships if the titles are split. Like if it's on like Raw or SmackDown, then yeah, I could see them winning titles. But if it's the undisputed ones, no, I don't see them winning those. I don't see
nah,
them winning those, and I don't think I'm not saying it would be hard to build a story around it, but it just doesn't feel because they were slapped together. People don't really like seeing teams that are slapped together win titles because it's like, damn, these guys been teaming together for years and they couldn't do it. And then these two guys got accidentally put together and like they on top of the world.
yeah. I feel like they're just kind of like filler at this point. Right? They're just there to fill space.
Right. So let's go. Oh, I threw that in. Oh, I threw that in there twice. That's why that looks like it looks. Let's do this one. Almost in Brock Lesnar. Now I know you had something you want to say about this. Or ask actually.
I don't, I don't really get this match. I feel like these two guys are two like big marquee names, and they didn't have a match, and they go, we need them on the show. We need them on the card. So let's just throw them together in a match for no reason. Like other than that, I don't see any reason to have them on the show. To be honest, not in this match.
So I don't think that this was thrown together, but I now this definitely answered the question as to why Brock and Bobby went at Elimination Chamber instead of WrestleMania. Because I was expecting that to be the WrestleMania match.
Hmm.
So, and then the whole Bray Wyatt thing got thrown in there, and that confused the hell out of me. But what I will say is this match is strictly for almost to get over. That's what this match is about. Like there is because there is no reason. Oh, I see. J5 didn't give me a pick for this match. Yeah, he's short. Matter of fact, DB didn't give me a pick for this match either. Well, either way, almost is winning this because, and this is the my reason why. I'm not acting like I'm some kind of expert. I just try to see things clearly. I try, not saying I do. Brock Lesnar gets absolutely nothing out of beating almost. That beating almost does nothing for Brock Lesnar. Nothing at all. Like absolutely nothing. But if almost beats Brock, that elevates him.
And you know,
Like,
it's been a rumor that Brock is going to be done after WrestleMania too.
which is another reason he could lose. Right.
Exactly.
And he could probably lose in dominating fashion too.
Yep.
He could probably get dominated by almost because like look at what look at how Brock Lesnar's career like Brock Lesnar was already a made man before he broke the streak. Already. But look at how he was booked after he beat the streak. Like my man's he had like he had that 500 day title reign, damn
Hmm.
near unbeatable for a couple years. And even when he did lose, he never lost twice in a year
True.
until recently. You know, like he was like he made it'd be different, right? Like who is somebody else that let's say Shawn Mike like if Shawn Michaels no that's not a good example because he was a made man too. Let's say like Edge. What if Edge like broke the streak like in I don't know when they wrestled at WrestleMania, and then by next year's WrestleMania, like he's wrestling like Christian. You know what I'm saying on the undercard. It's like, what did you do it for? Like nothing came from that, and I don't know if y'all gonna follow that, but and I say Edge, even though like he's a legend, but I'm just saying Brock beating Undertaker. Brock was already here. He beat Undertaker, and somehow he went up higher, and they booked him as such. For almost could just almost just needs to if he beats Brock, now you have your new or your 10th wonder of the world because you know China's the ninth. Now you got your 10th wonder of the world. Now you've got your Andre the Giant like attraction because him being there is one thing, but you know he doesn't wrestle that great. You know, say he lost to Bobby Lashley. You know what I'm saying? But like you beat somebody like Brock Lesnar with his pedigree, with everything that he's done, and you do it in a dominating fashion. And the only person that's done that is Goldberg. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? You automatically shoot him up to a higher status.
And to me, that's the way you build people up. I mean,
Exactly.
you got Brock Lesnar, who like you said, he just been on a upward hill, destination since he beat the Undertaker. So now, if you have somebody come in and beat him, that's going to elevate that person to the next level as well.
And then he hasn't been a slouch. Like he hasn't had a bad year since he beat the Under. He hasn't had a bad year.
Not at all.
I don't even remember what year it was that. What was that? 2016?
Uh,
He hasn't had a bad year since. Like you know what you would call it. You know what you would call a bad year for Brock Lesnar? A two-loss year. You know what I'm saying? Some guys can't get two wins in a month, and he doesn't have two losses. I mean, I think he does in 2022. No, he definitely does because he lost to Roman and then he lost to Bobby. But still,
that was back in 2014.
good lord, 14. Jeez, dang, it's been that long.
Been that long.
Fudge. Jeez, Louise. Okay, all right. So let's go with. I just had it. Right there we go. Speaking of Edge versus Finn Balor in a steel cage match.
Mm, I don't know. I don't know. This one's a hard one. If it's Finn Balor versus Edge, then I give it to Edge. If it's Finn Balor,
In
honestly,
the
maybe
Hell in a Cell match.
if it's Edge versus the Demon, then
I don't think Balor's doing the demon as a heel. I don't. Like and I'm just thinking back. Like even because he brought out this heel persona in NXT. And I think the last time he did the heel was when he faced Roman for the title when the top rope broke. I think that
yep,
was the last time the demon wrestled. So I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I would think it's hard to bring the demon out to be booed. You know what I'm saying?
it is. It is. I agree. But that's
But I mean, you make a good point though because Edge is not beating the demon,
no.
but he can beat Finn.
Not at all.
And it's WrestleMania, so he could bring the demon out. Now, a heel demon could be dope. A heel
That
demon could be really dope.
that would be real different. You know, Triple H is in charge now, so he has a different way of thinking. So, I mean, it's possible. Well, I'm
Like,
sorry,
yeah.
Triple H is in charge.
Yeah, exactly. He said, "Hey, man, this booking stuff is hard."
That was hilarious.
But now I think about it, a heel demon would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So maybe I gotta agree with that. If it's just Finn, he's beating Finn. If it's the demon, matter of fact, let's see what these guys said. So DB has Edge winning, and J5 has the demon Finn also. Everybody's in on the demon.
Okay. That's the only way it could happen, I think.
Okay. Oh yeah. Hey, that's got to be my man Danny.
Yes,
He
it
said
is.
in the hospital, listen to the show. What's good, bro? Oh, glad to see you're doing better, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Shout out my guy Danny Singleton, man. He's a real trooper. Real trooper. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Where we going? Let's go to this is interesting. Austin Theory versus John Cena.
Well, this one's going to depend on Cena's attitude towards the whole thing, I think.
Really?
Yes. It depends on what kind of mood he's in. Because technically, I think Austin Theory should win because Cena's not going to be around permanently. He doesn't have anything really to gain from it. And Theory could really benefit from beating John Cena.
To me, this is a no-brainer. Like, screw John's attitude, bro. Like, you do what's. Hey, look, let me tell you something. When it comes to John Cena, you got to do what's best for business. Okay, all right. And what's best for business is Theory retaining the U.S. title. Theory,
Yeah.
this is, bro. This is your classic. This is your classic passing of the torch match. This is it.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Exactly. He does what's best for business, man. This is Theory all day. This gonna be a hell of a fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. Like, but Theory if Theory doesn't win, I'll be flabbergasted if he doesn't win.
What? There's
If,
nothing left
if
to
Theory
do.
doesn't win, if Theory doesn't win, I'm walking around with this face because like, and I'm not even like a big Theory fan, bro. But like, this just like his work since losing the Money in the Bank has been spectacular.
if
It's been
Theory loses
spectacular.
this match,
I,
if Theory
I,
loses this
I
match, you're gonna look at the TV like this.
You raggedy bitch.
exactly. That's exactly how I'm looking at it. That's exactly because there's no way. There is no way. I just can't. I just can't see it, bro. I just can't.
I'd probably turn Mania off for the night. Like
I wouldn't do that, but I'd be upset till the next match came on. This like, come on, man. This is how you secure your future. This is how you build the stars of tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I think
The hunger! The hunger!
Yes. He's got to go at least 20 to 25 minutes. I'm not even mad at this. I say at least 15. This got to go at least 15 minutes. Like, and then the story of the match has got to be good. Like the story in the match has got to be great. You know what I'm saying? Because and honestly, Cena should be in charge most of the match.
Yeah.
He should. I mean, even though Austin's the heel, because he talked a lot of theory, not theory, but Cena talked big boyish. big boy trash 2 weeks ago. Man, he talked big boy trash.
How cool would that be though if Theory went over on him clean
Clean?
after Cena talked all that trash?
That's
That's a
you know what's crazy? That might be what ended up happening.
yeah. That'd be a real passing of the torch because then he can go out there as a heel and brag that I beat John Cena. I didn't cheat. I didn't do anything wrong, and I beat him 1, 2, 3 clean.
But you know, that's also what Cena was talking about, because he said, even if you did win, like that Monday is going to be like that Monday after is going to be the worst for him, whether he wins or loses, for Theory, because he's going to have to deal with that crowd. We all know that after WrestleMania crowd, that's the wildest crowd of the year.
Yeah, buddy. They might not even book him on Monday Night Raw afterwards.
Oh, no, he's coming out. Look,
just
right. He's gonna come out at some point. He might even start the show. Let's see what's next. Let's do this one.
wow.
This
Why
one's crazy.
did I think that was a picture of the Monty? Like 2.2 seconds. I was like, what?
Sheamus versus Gunther versus Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship. This match might be way better than it's booked to look.
I agree. That's gonna be a hard hitting match.
Sheamus and Gunther arguably had the match of the year last year. Drew and Roman had I think a top 5 or top 10 match of the year last year. You put 3 of these guys in a match together. This could be a special match.
Yeah.
This could be a real special match.
What if, and this is probably a long shot, but what if Triple H's line of thinking is going back to old school thinking and making that Intercontinental belt a stepping stone to the big belt? Gunther goes over and he uses that to launch his way into the main event picture.
I don't hate that idea. And then what's crazy about that is because of the way that Cody and Gunther had it out in the Royal Rumble, if Cody happened to win, that would be a good matchup for like a SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But hold on. Wait. I see that one. But what was this one? What if Cena wins, then Theory wins it back on Raw? I would hate that. That would suck. That would suck. I don't like when people do that.
Nope. Especially
like when Wardlow, I think Wardlow had beat Joe for the TNT. No. Darby Allin had just won the TNT title back, and then I think he lost it to Wardlow, and then Wardlow lost it to Hobbs the next day, the next show, and I was like, "What the was that about?"
Like
I don't like when people. I don't like those super quick changes. I can't stand that.
That means something a little bit. I mean, why else would you put somebody over for a title?
That's the pure definition of transitional champion right there. Unless they're doing like, oh, it's Cena's last, this is his last big win. I still wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't like it. Because you ain't have to do that to Theory. Oh.
And that's not going to do anything to help his career.
But as far as so this said Gunther smacks everyone, but Drew and Sheamus get in each other's way. I don't know. Let me see what these guys have. Let me see. Damn, did they skip? Oh no, they didn't skip. DB has Sheamus winning the Intercontinental title, the one title he's never won. And J5. Oh, I'm sorry, that was J5. J5 has Sheamus winning. Oh no, actually DB and J5 has Sheamus winning. This is my thing, right? this is gonna be like weird because these two things have nothing to do with each other. This is just how I'm thinking. If Gunther loses, the Intercontinental title, Cody's gonna win against Roman. Just because of what I was just thinking for SummerSlam.
Yeah, Gunther and
Like I can't see. I don't know, man. Because it's been a hell of a reign for, you know what's crazy? It's been a hell of a reign for Gunther, but I still don't think it's enough. It's not enough yet for me.
I feel like
I need
for
to
me,
see this a little bit more.
shadowed a lot.
Not because anything's wrong. I just want to see him defend it more. That's it.
He's been overshadowed, and not necessarily like in a bad way, like they're trying to bury him, but it's just like there's so much other stuff going on. Oh my god!
Yo, the IC title could be on a UFC show and it wouldn't look out of place. Look. I feel like somebody's going to be welted up regardless. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
That's not a match I would want to be booked for.
Is that when they give you? You say we knew Hobbs was winning a belt. When they give you a vignette that you're winning a belt. See, but I wasn't watching. I didn't see the vignette. I wasn't watching. I just heard it happen. And I was just like, wait, I just heard that what's his name just have the belt. Like, damn, he lost it already? So I mean, I don't know, but as far as Gunther, I don't know, man. I just need to see like maybe 3 more defenses, including this one.
Yeah.
Like Gunther, like Gunther in this Intercontinental, and then maybe like 2 more matches. But I understand this is probably going to be the toughest test for him because it's Drew and Sheamus. So if he won this one and lost the next one, like let's say if he won this match and then at WrestleMania Backlash or Backlash, whatever they call it, and then he wrestles him or Sheamus and then loses, I would I would be okay with that. Because then to me, if Gunther won this triple threat and then it's Sheamus and Gunther next show or next pay-per-view and Sheamus wins, I could see that because then you could say, well, this is his 3rd time wrestling him. He figured him out. Or Drew, like, you know, Drew, I think Drew adapts pretty quick. All right, look at how he he beat Brock Lesnar in like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So
That was a shock too.
yeah, that was definitely a shock. Let's see what's next. Let's go to the women's. Where is it? There we go. 2 of my favorites right there. Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship.
God bless Bianca Belair.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bianca is going to walk out still champion.
Okay.
There's really no real reason to have her lose right now. And I know they're trying to push this thing with Asuka, you know, being like a different kind of Asuka, but she just has new face paint. I mean, to me, that's the only thing different about her. The idea that they're trying to push across is not working. Like, it's not.
Different face paint means different personality.
That's what they say, but I don't see it.
Well, DB agrees with you. He's got Bianca winning. J5 has Asuka winning. 2 things I don't like to do. One is bet against Bianca Belair, and the other one is bet against Asuka. I hate doing either. Actually, I don't think I've ever bet against Bianca. I don't think I've ever bet against Bianca. And the only time I bet against Asuka was when I absolutely knew she wasn't winning.
Harry says, I love Bianca, but if there was a time to lose the belt, it's now. I'm cool with either one winning.
Man, my thing is, he's not wrong. Harry's not wrong because at this point, Bianca could lose and not look bad. Asuka, I think, needs this win more than anybody.
Yeah.
She needs this win more than Bianca does. Didn't she just win that belt at WrestleMania?
Bianca, yeah.
This is the third WrestleMania in a row that Bianca has wrestled for a championship.
Yep.
She beat Sasha, Mercedes Moné 2 years ago. Last year she beat Becky Lynch. This year she's got Asuka. I can see Asuka winning. I don't know about that Naomi talk, man. It looks like she's done for now, or at least in WWE. You know how it is. Once they start taking all that stuff out their bio and all that, it's like, eh.
But wouldn't it be a swerve?
Yeah,
The WWE using the dirt sheet
it
to their
would. But then that doesn't really like a DQ win or loss at WrestleMania. To me, feels like a cop out. It's WrestleMania. You gotta have a conclusion. Even if you cheat, that's fine, but it's gotta be a legit conclusion. If you legit cheated to win, okay. If you legit got cheated, had somebody cheat against you and you lost, that's fine. A DQ, I think that any other my personal opinion. I am no expert. This is just my personal, I just keep saying that just so people don't think I know everything. My personal opinion is DQ, it works for any other show except WrestleMania. Like this is supposed to be the biggest show of the year, and you don't give me a DQ loss or win, I'd be upset.
I think they'd probably riot at that point.
Yep. Let's see. If Bianca doesn't lose this match, what's left? Who is there to potentially lose to? That's a good question. What you say?
Charlotte.
I mean, that would probably be it. But yeah, I mean, who is left? Don't tell me Alexa. I don't want to hear that. Piper Niven? No. Chelsea Green? Hell no. Like, nah. Yeah, this is the best bet. Yeah, I agree. Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, we might as well just go straight to it. If I can find the picture there it is. Might as well just go straight to it. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte.
Rhea Thickly.
Rhea Thickly. Who is winning this match and why?
I think Rhea Ripley is going to win.
Let's
I
see.
think she's going to beat Charlotte. Not necessarily in a dominating fashion, but she's still going to beat Charlotte. And because, I mean, at this point, it's like Charlotte's had the belt, like, God knows how many times. Rhea Ripley, I don't think she's been champion yet, if I'm not mistaken.
She has.
Now would be a good time to get it back, especially.
She's been a champion. She was just champion. No, I think she was heel both times she was a champion.
Was she? Oh.
I think she was.
If so, I stand corrected.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think she was a heel last time she was, because she's been Raw Women's Champ. She's never been. Yeah, because she beat Asuka at WrestleMania like 2 years ago for the Raw Women's Champion. For the Raw, was it the Raw Women's Championship? Something like that.
Interesting.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. If Finn wins, Rhea loses. I don't know. It could be a good night for Judgment Day. They probably need a good night.
Yeah, they do.
So
they need to do it after WrestleMania.
I think the only reason they I got Rhea winning, and so does J and DB. I think that was the reason they took the belt off of Ronda Rousey. Because one, you damn sure wasn't gonna have. I don't care how people feel about heel and face dynamic. You were not going to have two heels wrestle at WrestleMania. That was not going to happen. It's not gonna happen. Like Ronda is too hated for whatever reasons. And say what?
That's Omar.
Yeah, nah. So I don't even know what I was about to say. But yeah, I think I was saying this earlier some months ago. Like the way that I guess she was injured, but like she was still coming on TV, and like the way that Rhea was just dominating the men.
Yes.
She was dominating the men. I was like, by the time she comes back and starts wrestling women, it should be a no-brainer. And I think like the path that she's on as the Eradicator leads her straight to the title. Yeah, I got Rhea winning.
I agree.
I think they only brought Charlotte back like just so Rhea could beat her. Because
to give her a credible opponent.
yeah, exactly. Like this makes like this win elevates this win could I feel like this win could elevate either or. Because even though Charlotte has won 14 times, like the run that Rhea is on could like lift Charlotte up just a little bit more, but not as much as if Rhea beats Charlotte.
Exactly.
So yeah, I got Rhea on that one. And are we there yet? No, we're not because we have. We did that. Where's it at? That's the one. The Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. This might be the most emotional match of the night.
It's definitely probably going to be one of the matches of the night. I definitely would give that to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I mean, at this point, the story. First of all, the entire storyline with Sami Zayn and the Usos was amazing. Like that's probably some of the best storytelling I've seen out of WWE in the last 5-6 years, easily. They took their time with it. It was a slow build up, and now to me, this is time for the payoff. Why not give them the tag team belts?
Man, this match, like to me, like I think we're all in agreement. Like J5 and DB have Sami Owens winning. So this is a no-brainer. Like you have to like I don't know about the Roman Cody, but this one is a no-brainer. You got to get the belts off the Usos. Yes. This one is a no-brainer. Like this story is way too good to come up short. Like there's got to be a payoff. At one of these matches, there's got to be a payoff.
Oh yeah.
If we don't get it with Roman and Cody, it's got to be with the Usos and Sami Zayn and KO. And honestly, and just like DB and I have been saying since what, January, December, this was the match. This was the match that they were building to. It was never about Sami and Kevin, and it was never about Sami and Roman. It was never about that. It was about those tag team titles. We have been saying that since, I don't know, since Royal Rumble, since before Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Go check out the earlier shows. We mentioned it plenty times. But this is it. And they like this is absolutely the best storytelling I've seen in wrestling. I can't even tell you a time since. I'm just gonna say this is the best story. Like I just had to think. I can't think of a story that's been better, that has been as layered as this one.
Yeah.
That went on as long as this one has. This one has like branches. It's not just two guys. It's like 6 guys involved with this. Or really 4. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just too good. I'm upset the match is happening. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the build to this match has been spectacular. It's been off the meat rack. Like because once this bloodline story is over, how do you rebound from that? How do you rebound from that?
I want to go on record to nominate this storyline for an official smashy at the end of the year.
Not a smashy.
Yeah, smashy.
Mashy. Bro.
They have the Slammies. We have the Smashies.
Yeah, okay. Well, all right. Well, he said the Smashies. Well, I will tell you this. I will tell you this. If we just happen to do like the Smashy, hold on now. Okay. If we happen to do the Smashy, we're gonna have to holler at the official sponsor for the Smashies.
Woo wings. Yeah. Woo woo. Wings. Legendary flavors. World Championship wings. Woo. Woo wings. Yeah.
I
Look,
can't wait to try these wings.
look. The only way that we can do an award show, we'd have to have the absolute best wings possible. And there's no other wings to get than the Woo wings. Okay.
I know Ric Flair watches the show, so Rick, just we're in North Carolina, we're in the Fayetteville area. Bring Woo Wings down here. It's time. We want to try these wings. We want to become like I guess spokespeople for these wings, and the only way to do it is to try it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, so yeah. But yes, this storyline, I actually agree with both of these comments. The bloodline is not losing all the belts in one night. I agree. And the storyline has more branches than the Hanoi family tree. I agree. And yes, the Woo Wings comes with the Flair flop sauce. And they've got the figure 4 for 4. Okay? All that is popping. All that is popping. But yeah, I think we're all in agreement. Sammy Owens, Kevin Zane is going to win this. Going to win this. This has been too good. Like this has been so good that like even after the match has happened, I'm still going to want to talk about the build up to the match.
Yeah,
because it has been great, man. It has been some good stuff.
like
And
I was
that
joking,
brings-
but they deserve an award for that, like for real, because there hasn't been a storyline that good in a long time.
I can't think of one. If there's one, I just now yeah. The only thing I'm worried about is like
No. Solo.
that's all I'm worried about. Where's Solo gonna play? Solo's gonna play a part somewhere.
Oh yeah, he's gonna play a part in both matches, I think.
Big chance. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking they do the tech. See, now here's another question for everybody. When does this match go on? Because we know that Roman and Cody main event night 2. Where is this match? Is it night 1? Because like it doesn't. First of all, let me say this: it can't be the main event of night 1 because I personally believe that the winners of the Royal Rumble matches should get the main event spots because that's what it used to be. That's what it's traditionally supposed to be. So it should be Charlotte and Rhea main eventing night 1, and it should be Cody and Roman main eventing night 2. Now, outside of that, where do you put this Sammy, Kevin Owens, Usos match? Is it on Saturday or Sunday? A piece of me says you do it on Saturday because that's part of the biggest storyline, and you want to. I feel like you want to make both days must see. Like to me, I would probably do
Semi-main.
Zayn semi main. Ooh, Sami Zayn semi main bars. Like you do that semi main before the main event, or see. Oh, hold on. Here we go. We getting some. Yeah, they would say. Yeah, people are chiming in. Opening match at night 2.
Also, not a
Understand? It's like being first is not a demotion. And this is ridiculous that I'm going to do this, but in WWE 2K GM mode, the most important matches are your first match and your last match. The middle is but you always want to start strong and end strong. There is no stronger way to start this show than with this tag match. There's a lot of good matches you can use to start it off, but
Yeah.
none of those showcase matches need to be the opening match. It's either got to be the triple threat for the Intercontinental title or this tag match. Yeah, so it's like,
And to me, it depends on which, from the fan point of view, we wouldn't know this, but it depends on who you have going over in the tag match. Because do you really want to put the tag match on first and have the Usos go over? Like start
well,
the
you
show
mean
off.
because you saying because the people will be upset that they lost?
Exactly.
You know what? That's a good point. Because one thing you want to have the people up here for the
Yeah.
rest of the show. If you mess around, you could kill their momentum because think like this story. Like I think the majority of us that watch this show and that are on this show are pretty rational. Now we're all weird because we like wrestling. Let's get that out the way. If you like wrestling, you're weird. You know what I'm saying? Because this is probably the strangest sport to be involved in, and I love every second of it. But there are some out there that take it more seriously than us, than the guys that actually wrestle, the guys that do these podcasts, like even the guys that watch the podcast. There are some super die-hard fans. You see that? I wish I had the video. Do you see that video of the guy who he was an Eagles fan and he was at a party, and when the Chiefs won, he broke somebody else's TV. Like,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, I got to show you that. He broke somebody else's TV. Those fans exist in wrestling.
oh,
They exist. They exist.
that would be insane.
Just think about the Undertaker reaction videos when he lost the streak. People were losing their minds. This story has been so good. There are people that will lose their minds. If two things happen, people will lose their minds. If the Usos win, I think whoever wins, people are going to lose their mind. If Sammy and Kevin do it, it's going to be a more positive losing of the mind.
Yeah.
If the Usos win, he's like, what? How? And then Roman and Cody, because if Cody wins, people are going to be like, what? It finally happened. If Roman wins, they will, what? Like, it's just, I completely understand what you're saying and why you said that, because that does make a difference.
Yeah.
So are you willing to concede that if that match opens the show, you know who's winning?
Yes. We'll open the show. We know who's winning.
And then this is my other thing. The Sammy Kevin deal has been so strong. I'm gonna tell you why I agree with Harry. Two reasons. One, the story has been so big. If you put it on Sunday, it might take out the emotion for the rest of the show.
Yep.
You put it on Saturday, and what I would do, I would probably put most of my strong matches on Saturday and leave like some of the lesser matches on Sunday, because you're going to finish it with that classic banger of a main event. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we got? 7 matches. We got 14 matches, 7 a day. Let me look at these matches, right? So, for shits and giggles, right? I would do the women's showcase on Saturday. Not that I do that one on Sunday. I do the men's showcase on Sunday. I'll probably do the triple threat on Saturday. I would do that. I'll do that Sunday. That I would probably start. Actually, I'd start off one of the shows with that Hell in a Cell match. But probably Sunday, that Hell in a Cell. Probably start that off.
Yeah, that would be a good way to start the show.
Doesn't
matter. I mean,
you'd have to do Bianca Asuka would have to be Sunday.
That's Saturday.
Yeah, I'll probably do that Saturday. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, you got to put that on Saturday. You know what? I almost forgot about this one.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah, Seth. Damn. Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. Who's winning this match?
Logan Paul.
You got. Let's see.
I think Logan Paul will win. He. I won't say he has anything to prove because he's already a star, and not necessarily a star in wrestling, but just a star all around. But I think it would benefit him more to win than it would Seth Rollins at this point.
Man, J5 has Seth winning. Seth SEFF. DB has Logan Paul winning. This is crazy. I don't know where I'm going with this one. I can see reasons for both guys winning. Like, I think Seth needs a big win, but but beating Logan Paul doesn't really do anything for him in the aspect of being a wrestler.
Yep.
So I don't know. But you could keep it going. You can keep it going if Logan, like, rule of thumb is if the heel wins, if the heel cheats to win, you can continue the story. If the face wins clean the first time, there's no reason for another match.
That's very true. I agree.
So let's see. I mean, I don't argue. I'm not mad at that. But I feel like Seth has to win this. Yes, you see, I like that one. Seth wins but makes Logan look great. Yeah, I got that. Like, because I feel like Logan Paul is going to be around, but he doesn't need to be beating like top guys like that, man.
I think, I don't know. I'm now that you said it like that, I'm kind of on the fence because it's like if Seth loses, or it makes him look bad.
Well, look, Seth has lost. I think Seth has lost more matches in 2022 than anybody. Like, he lost a lot of matches. He lost at least 50 matches last year.
It's legitimate wrestlers, though.
Well,
not a legitimate wrestler, but right now he's still on that celebrity star status.
Yeah. But this isn't like Logan Paul and Bad Bunny are like in a league of their own as far as like celebrity wrestlers.
Yep, I do agree with that.
Miz getting involved. I don't know. I can see it happening, but I'm going to go Seth Rollins. I think Seth wins, but it was like a skin of his teeth type of victory. Like, Logan makes a mistake and he gets caught, and Seth wins 1, 2, 3. I can see that. That's how I'm going.
Fair enough.
So let's see. Let's go. Let's get into it, man. I've been holding on to this one. This is for all the marbles. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. People have been calling this since last year. We've been calling it since last year. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Universal, undisputed WWE Universal, whatever the hell title, whatever they call that mess. Yes.
I think Roman Reigns still walks out as champion, but we get a continuation of this match on into SummerSlam. I think Cody's still going to be the one to do it, but just not at WrestleMania, unfortunately.
I got this going two ways. Let me see. Hold on now. I know he didn't do this and not give me a pick on this one. Theory Ray, Sharon, Rhea, Becky. Damn, J5, you slipping. How you gonna give me? Oh no, I'm sorry. No, he's not slipping. No. He wrote down Tribal Chief. I was looking for Cody or Roman. He's got Tribal Chief. Okay, I was about to say. All right, DB has Cody winning. J5 has Tribal Chief winning. This is my. You know what I've been trying to figure out for the last month? If they just want Roman Reigns to hit 1,000 days as champion before he loses.
Probably.
Because he's at 940 something right now. So in theory, not Austin theory, But in theory, by the time Backlash hits, he could have his 1,000 days, or at least in June. By the time June hits, he'll have 1,000 days if he wins. People call me at the wrong time, but man, this was tough because this is the thing. This is the thing. If Roman loses, don't expect to see him for like 6 to 8 months. Don't expect to see him. Wait a minute. Hurricane Rana? Okay. Hold on. Wait. I think the winner depends on if they're splitting the titles or not. This one, bruh. I'm gonna say this. When it comes to splitting the titles, man, I had a whole essay on this. If they're splitting the titles, the only way they could split the titles, it would have to be either Adam Pearce doing it or whoever's holding a belt to do. Because like I hear people have been like, oh man, what did they just wrestle for this belt? Yeah, like how disrespected would you be? Like say you're a wrestler and you won the Royal Rumble, right? And Roman Reigns got both belts and you finally got your title shot, and then they're like, oh, well, you're just wrestling for the Universal. That's disrespectful. My man defended that belt for a whole. He defended both belts for a whole year. Never had him. Never was like, all right, you're just wrestling for the WWE. No, like I would be super upset if somebody did that.
Yeah, I definitely would too. We forgot about a match.
Yeah, I saw somebody say something about Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby and Bray Wyatt.
Well, we don't know if he's hurt.
That's true too.
We don't know if he's getting hurt. Like if he's at this point, it's too late to build the match. It's too late. So it's either happening or it's not. And if it's not, it's just not. It was just not. My man said, I don't see. He said Jay White. The hell that come? Jay White and Kyrie Saint. But you see, everything from the truth. So Kyrie ain't coming back to WWE anyway. Like if she was going back, she would have never left. Jay White, I've been on the fence with Jay White. Jay White needs AEW is not going to do right by Jay White. I don't care what anybody says. AEW is not doing right by Jay White. It's not going to happen. I mean, he'll probably go there, but yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she. Well, he said, "You think I'm gonna trust WWE? Do the right thing, keep Oscar." Well, I'll almost say about this. When it comes to the women's side, there's only like 5 or 6 women that like. There's only 5 or 6 women that they focus on in WWE, and Xia Li is just she's in that bottom 12.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it. She in that bottom 12, big dog.
I don't know why. She's not like a bad talent or anything.
She's not a bad talent, but a lot of them aren't bad talents, but there's not enough. My whole issue with AEW was you got 200 wrestlers and you only have 3 hours of television time to do anything with them. At least WWE has 5 hours. They got 5 hours of TV time, and that's not enough. It's just not enough to build these stories, man. It's just, man, it's all good. But I don't know, man. I'm sitting here looking at this. I don't know who I got, Cody or Roman. I don't know where I'm going. Like my heart is telling me Cody, but my brain is like Roman is gonna win. But you know what? Finish the story. Like I'm just gonna go Cody. I'm gonna go Cody. But this is what sucks. Like once Roman loses those titles, it's not gonna be the same. Nobody's gonna carry those belts. Nobody's gonna carry those belts like Roman did. Nobody is. Like even though even though Cody winning would be like great, like you know what? I felt like Roman added more prestige to those titles. He added hella prestige to him, man. I just can't. I'm as I'm a Cody fan, and I don't want him to win. I want Roman to win, but I really feel like Cody's going to win this joint. Yeah,
I don't
bro.
know. I'm a Roman fan, so
I'm a Roman fan too. I'm a
Yeah.
Roman fan too. I just, I could see plenty scenarios with Roman winning. I feel like you know what I feel like. I feel like Cody versus Roman is like the Avengers versus Thanos, and and there's Doctor Strange in the corner, and he's like, "There's only one instance where you win these belts," and the right amount of things had to happen. So, like it's like Paul Heyman. I can't even say Paul Heyman. Sami Zayn is like Doctor Strange, and he's like, I had to do all this so you would have your one shot to win these belts. So, you know, um, yeah, I don't know. Well, he said everything just don't do nothing for Cody. Oh, bro, you tripping? You tripping big time? Oh, you big tripping. Like if you don't like him, just say that because Cody's story's been crazy. Like if you're comparing Cody and Sammy, I like okay, but like Cody was always the guy. He's
Yeah.
the guy, even if he doesn't win the match. Like he was the way he was the one.
The only thing I regret about the Cody storyline is that he had to leave WWE to become a bigger talent when he returned. I think he should have been at that level before he left because he, in my opinion, he was.
He probably was, but he wasn't. He probably was in his head, but like body of work, no. You know what I'm saying? Just like look at Drew McIntyre. Like when Drew McIntyre left, when he left and he hit the Indies and like he bulked up and you know he got it popping in Impact and all that. He came back. He was gone as Drew Galloway, and then he came back and he made a big splash. He even looked like a bigger deal when he came back than before he left. Like Drew wasn't cutting promos like that before he left. You know what I'm saying? Cody wasn't cutting promos like that before he left. You know, but that time in Ring of Honor and on the Indies and in Japan and then in AEW, like all that stuff happened for a reason. It all made sense. Yeah.
So WWE changed the way AEW did their storyline. Yeah, it did.
He said he should have did promos about himself day one. He started. Well, I mean, bro, everybody knows the story. Actually, I don't even agree with that because everybody knows you've got a Hall of Fame pop. Your dad is Hall of Fame. Everybody loves your dad. Why would you not talk about your dad?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, half of the roster benefited from Dusty Rhodes. You know, so you got to throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? And that to me, that like my personal opinion, just like I said earlier, I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy that likes wrestling just like everybody else. I pretty much feel like doing the story of doing what your father couldn't do is an amazing story.
It is.
That's a fire story. Like picking up where your father left off and trying to do the things that he did. That's a great story. You know, because your average, or I'm the best, I'm gonna do it for me. You know, that's cool. But like when you've got like a dad with the history of Dusty Rhodes, it just adds that little bit of just a little bit extra seasoning on it.
Yep, exactly.
He said you don't see Reigns talking about old dude. That's not his dad. It's his cousin. What? I mean, I understand people see things differently, but like that's to me that's apples and oranges. Like, why would he talk about what his cousin did? Like, and honestly, he technically could have because Yokozuna, his whole family won championships. You know, he just did it differently. Okay, I mean that's super great. Bro, you need to hit you see that? Hit my Instagram because we gotta talk. because I can't just keep responding to you right here. Because honestly, we've got, oh man, it's almost 7 o'clock. So look, this is what we about to do right here. We are going to hit you, not you personally, but we're gonna let you guys know that we have Uno sponsor. We've got one. We've got one sponsor. And this sponsor right here will get you right. Okay. What you got to do is you got to go to www.freec3. That's FREEE, freec3.com. Use code STM 20% off for life. You want to get yourself in order. Let me tell you, I just told Mr. Magnificent, I just dropped 10 pounds. I went from 231 to 212. Well, I was 9 pounds. Dropped a lot of body fat with the meal plans, the workout plans, all that good stuff. Mr. Magnificent is supposed to do it, but you know, why aren't you in the gym?
See what had happened.
Yeah. So anyway, pretty much, if you need assistance, and if you don't know, EC3 is a maniac. He's a literal walking, breathing, fire breathing maniac, especially about his health and his workouts and all that stuff. He will get you right. You know what I'm saying? But use code STM for Smash and Matt for 20% off for life, and we get it popping straight like that. You know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna what's been happening lately is that we usually do our show on Thursdays, but I've been picking up more and more DJ gigs, and they want me to DJ on Thursdays. And I try to ask Mr. Magnificent and DB to you know, hey, you guys just do some shows, and I'll slide in when I can. And as you can see, there's been no shows. There's been no shows. So we're gonna have to come up with a new day to make this joint happen. Now, next weekend, during WrestleMania, we're actually gonna be wrestling. And I thought that I had put the flyer up here, but I didn't. Oh no, actually I did. That was the video side. This is the flyer side. Myself, Mr. Magnificent, and more will be out in Lumberton April 1st. So we're gonna miss the first half of WrestleMania because we're gonna be wrestling ourselves. But we're gonna catch the second half. Okay, Sunday, I'm going to be at the Dreamville Festival, but I'm going to be watching on my phone. I got my headphones and everything. It's going down. It's going to be popping. WrestleMania is going to be fire. Okay, it's going to be fire. And what? Look, you want to say something?
Oh no, I'm just thinking to myself. You said we're not going to see WrestleMania on that Saturday because of the show. I'm bringing the iPad to the locker room.
This is true. You know what? We got to set up a TV in the back.
Yes.
So that we can watch the show so we don't miss anything. You know, we might even have to do another show early this week. Maybe, well, never mind. I don't know. It depends because you guys your schedule are terrible. I say that like I'm not included, like I don't always have something to do. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So, all right, Mr. Magnificent. All right, so we've got 14 matches. All right, so what match is going to open night 2 of WrestleMania?
Hold on, let me go back and look at my list.
14 matches, man.
You know what? I say 7.